And welcome to 10 and under action right here in Knoxville. Falcons in the white and maroon, and Miramar Wolverines in the yellow and blue. Oh, big open field tackle. Looked like number 9 had some room, just could not outrun the would-be defender. Flags on the play. Man. First quarter action 0-0. Still on his feet. And will not break the tackle of number 12 from the Falcons. That's going to bring up fourth down. And they'll elect a punt, so Miramar will send out their their defense. And Knoxville will send out their offense, score 0-0 first quarter action. First and 10, Knoxville I formation. Wing back to the right-hand side. They'll hand off right up the middle. And he'll plow his way for about a 3-yard gain. So that'll bring up 2nd and 7 for the Falcons. 2nd and 7 for the Falcons. Hand off left-hand side, and he's getting pushed in the backfield, but breaks one tackle. Ball's on the ground. And that's going to bring up 3rd for the Falcons. And maybe a gain of 1 there. 3rd and 7 Falcons. First quarter action, your score is 0-0. Quarterback's in shotgun for the Falcons. Calls for the ball. A lot of pressure coming up there. He'll get outside the pocket, get to around the line of scrimmage, but not much there as the Wolverines defense all over that. That's going to bring up 4th and down for the Falcons. It's decision time if they're going to punt or if they're going to go for it here on the 4th and let's say 6th for the Knoxville Falcons. First and 10 Wolverines. No score here early in this 10U contest. Big tackle by number 2. As Wolverines able to move the ball 4 yards. Going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Miramar Wolverines. And off right-hand side, trying to push the pile. And they'll do that for a couple yards. Going to bring up 3rd and a long 2.5 for the Wolverines. And off up the middle. And that is maybe a half a yard. So that's going to bring up 4th and 1, decision time for the Wolverines. And that's the end of the quarter.
Are you ready?
Audio
And that was Clayton Guillory making his guest appearance here on the YNC. So let's have full disclaimer here. Oh, man. So, Clay wants to just jump on the mic and give y'all a YNC disclaimer.
So we appreciate you guys tuning in. We're just going to let y'all know it's a lot of imitators, there's a lot of fakers out there, but it's only one youth national championship. You want to play with the best, you know where it's at. Next weekend we'll be in Houston. Last weekend in August we'll be on the West Coast in California. So, hey, you're playing with the small league stuff. Come on up to the big boys. Holla at me.
Now, Clay's a little shy, so please forgive him. You know, he's a little mic shy, you know, and he doesn't really say what he's really thinking. But I'll just kind of just change it up for you. Say, man, we appreciate y'all tuning in here at Generation X Youth Sports Network, man. And it's all about the competition, man. It's all about the competition. And everybody who's doing something for the kids, we're behind, regardless of what league it is. As long as you're doing it for the common good, which is the kids, we're supporting it 100%. All right, so Knoxville in shotgun. Excellent field position for him. Miramar shows blitz. Quarterbacks in shotgun. Direct snap to number 2. And he's trying to push the pile. And they'll bulldoze their way for about a 4-yard gain. That's going to bring up 2nd and 5 for Knoxville. Quarterback is under center. Ball's on the ground. Oh, and they will recover it. But this is Knoxville's best field position thus far, and they'll lose one down right there. And look like we'll have an injury timeout right now on the football field as we have a Wolverine down. Big tackle by the Wolverines as he looked like he was able to get outside. It's going to bring up 4th down. No gain. And penetration by the Wolverines. Ball was on the ground again, so it's going to be no gain. And that's going to be turnover on downs, Wolverines football.
Jordan, back up!
Double twins receivers
Throw!
for the Wolverines. Quarterback to the shotgun. He'll throw a wide receiver screen to number 4. He has some room there. Shake and bakes, and he'll be tackled after around a 4-yard gain. So the Falcons defense able to close on that very quickly, as it looked like there was a lot of room there for him, but the defense was able to close that very quickly. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 6 for the Wolverines. Handoff right up the middle, still on his feet, and plows his way close to the first down marker. So let's see if it's enough to move the chains. And they will convert for a first down. 1st and 10, Wolverines. Wolverines come out again. Double receivers, high and low. Quarterbacks in shotgun. Ball is up. And a big catch by the Wolverines by number 17. 1st and 10, Wolverines move the ball. And there's flags on the play. And we have an unsportsmanlike called on the Falcons at the end of that play. Player in motion for the Wolverines. And so we're going to have unsportsmanlike.
Back up, Dallas. Back up, Quan. That's unsportsmanlike. Hey, Dallas, go get CJ.
And illegal procedure.
You better make a play, Dallas.
First and long for the Wolverines. Back into 4 wide receiver set. Quarterback back to pass. And big catching once again by number 17. And he has the hot hand right now. Quarterback and 17. So right now, quarterback is able to find something special over there with 17, and depending on him, or I should say 17 has been dependable regardless if the defenders are right there on him, making some big catches and bringing the ball down for the Wolverines. Due to the penalty, it is still 2nd and 14 for the Wolverines. Quarterback back to pass. He'll step up in the pocket, and this time he'll be sacked. Number 9 getting penetration to the back, and he'll bring down the quarterback. Big sack for Knoxville. And that'll do it for the half right here on Generation X. Your score is 0-0. Wolverines, Falcons. 2nd and 7 for the Falcons. Hand off to the left-hand side. Gain about 3 yards. It's going to bring up 3rd and 3 for Knoxville. Big open field for number 2, still on his feet. To the 50. To the 40, still on his feet. Oh, and it looks like he will score on a big touchdown for the Falcons. Which that play started from the 20-yard line. 80-yard run for Knoxville Falcons. No flags, touchdown. Knoxville's Falcons strikes first in the 10 and under division as he was able to strike for a 80-yard touchdown. Falcons go up 6-0. Point after attempt. Point after attempt. And handoff up the middle. And that will be no good. So your score is 6-0. Knoxville Falcons over Miramar Wolverines after an 80-yard strike here on Generation X. Hand off to the right side. Not a lot of room there as the Falcons were able to cut him down at the line of scrimmage. And Miramar Wolverines struggling a little bit on offense without having their starting quarterback in yesterday's game. He went down. So it's a lot that this Wolverines team has to overcome without having your starting quarterback. That definitely changes the complexity of your offense for any team without their starting quarterback. So the Wolverines right now competing without their starting quarterback on the national level. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 13 for the Wolverines. Quarterback back to pass, pressures in. He'll call his own number, still on his feet, runs right up the middle, still on his feet, and that'll be enough for a first down. Big run for the Wolverines. They'll move the chains as he struck for a run of 20 yards. 1st and 10 Wolverines.
Mike, and my game. Watch the quarterback. That's your play. Falcon.
Handoff right up the middle, and nothing there as he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Defensive tackle makes a big play for the Falcons. Quarterback rolls to the left, throws the ball deep. Oh, in and out of the hands of the wide receiver. He had an opportunity for a big play, which would have been caught at the 40-yard line, hit him in the chest, and the ball bounces out. Quarterback was able to extend the play with his feet, get outside of the pocket, and threw a strike. And incomplete for the Wolverines. So that's going to bring up 3rd and 12 for the Wolverines. Option play, pitches out to number 9, trying to gather the ball. Still on his feet, makes one player miss. And that's going to be enough to move the chains once again for the Wolverines, carried by number 9. Gillard II on the carry. 1st and 10 Wolverines. They won't huddle up here. They'll go right to the line of scrimmage. Quarterback's in shotgun. Option pitch once again. Makes a player miss. Makes 2 miss. Won't make big number 77 miss on that one.
You have to stay outside, so you force him inside. Your help is coming from where? Come on. Where's your help coming from? Back up. Inside. You are the only man outside, so you want to run him into help. You understand? So what are you not going to do?
Screen play to number 4 to the left-hand side of the field. Has some room there. Gets across the 20-yard line. And that's another 1st down for the Wolverines as, listen, your backup quarterback starts getting a couple repetitions. And he's starting to move this offense. Score 6-0 Falcons over the Wolverines. Wolverines are on the move, 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. Three wide receivers to the right. Quarterback throws to the weak side of the field, throws the ball up, and it will be a catch as number 17 had to come back to the ball as number 15 threw it up for grabs. A lot of pressure in his face, but it is a completed pass. Hand off left-hand side. Cuts back into the inside. And that was enough to convert for a 1st and goal for the Wolverines. Wolverines liking this spread offense, being successful for on this particular drive. 3 wide receivers to the right, 1 wide receiver to the left. And they'll look to throw a fade to the big number 17. And he goes up and grabs it. 17 snatches it out of the air. Touchdown, Wolverines. And that brings your score 6-6 right now. Very important point after attempt right now for the Wolverines. And 17 really just showing you why they were considering him one of the top receivers at his particular position, out jumping the would-be defender for the touchdown. So here we go, point after attempt, Wolverines. Tied score. This conversion here can break that tie. And they do it. Wolverines take the lead here. Conversion is good. 7-0. Wolverines over Knoxville Falcons. Maybe a gain of 1. That's going to bring up 2nd and 9 for Knoxville, trailing the Wolverines 6-7. Ball is on the ground, picks it up, try to make something out of nothing. Not a lot there as the snap rolled on the ground, so they were able to make positive yards out of that. So that's going to be about a 1-yard gain. That's going to bring up 3rd and 9 as the ball is spotted around the 21-yard line. Hit in the backfield. They'll go backwards. Big play by the Wolverines defense. And they're going to force a 4th down and a punt right now. Falcons showing a little bit of frustration on that particular play as Wolverines really with the momentum right now. Seems like the touchdown gave their defense an extra spark they needed, making the Falcons going backwards and way to respond after they gave up an 80-yard touchdown just a series before. Hand off left hand side. And that's going to be about a gain of 5. Let's see where they do the official mark. So that'll be a gain of 4, 2nd and 6, Wolverines. Hand off left hand side. And he's trying to fight his way to the first down markers. Let's see where the mark is at. And that's enough to move the chains for the Wolverines. So that's going to be 1st and 10. Ball will be spotted at the 30-yard line. Wolverines with a lead 7-6. Right now over the Knoxville Falcons. Hand off left hand side, big block, but he's going to be hit for a big loss. Falcons all over that play. That's about a tackle for about 5-yard loss. It's going to bring up 2nd and 15 for the Wolverines.
Ain't no more to it. We out. Remember me now? Let's dance. Yeah. Right now, finna get loose, huh? Finna get loose, huh? Finna get loose, huh? Finna get loose.
Hand off right hand side to number 9. Open field tackle by number 23. Powell on the tackle for the Falcons.